Few passages in the Bible have created as much mystery as a short and cryptic text in Genesis chapter 6. It appears suddenly, only a few verses long, and then disappears again. Yet within those verses, we encounter a strange and unsettling statement. The Nephilim were on the earth in those days. Some believe they were giants. Others say they were powerful warriors of ancient times. And some believe the passage refers to something far more symbolic. But the Bible itself offers only a few clues. So who were the Nephilim? And why are they mentioned just before the story of the Great Flood? To understand this mystery, we must return to the ancient world of Genesis. Genesis chapter 6 describes a world that has become deeply corrupted. The text introduces the Nephilim. The Nephilim were on the earth in those days. They were the mighty men who were of old, men of renown. The Hebrew word Nephilim comes from a root that may mean fallen ones. But the Bible never fully explains the term. Across history, three major interpretations have emerged. The oldest interpretation appears in ancient Jewish writings from the centuries before the time of Jesus. According to this view, the sons of God in Genesis refer to angelic beings. In this interpretation, these heavenly beings descended to earth and took human wives. Their offspring became the Nephilim. In the book of Enoch, the Nephilim are portrayed as enormous and destructive beings whose violence fills the earth. According to this tradition, the corruption of humanity becomes so great that it contributes to the coming of the flood. Another interpretation focuses not on angels, but on two different human lineages. In the chapters before Genesis 6, the Bible describes two family lines. One descends from Cain, the first murderer. The other descends from Seth, a son of Adam, who represents a more faithful line. According to this interpretation, the sons of God represent the descendants of Seth. The daughters of men represent the descendants of Cain. In this interpretation, they are not supernatural beings. Instead, they are powerful and violent warriors who gain fame and reputation in a chaotic world. A third interpretation views the Nephilim as elite warrior rulers. In many ancient cultures, kings claimed divine status. They described themselves as sons of the gods and often gathered large groups of wives and concubines. The phrase, "mighty men of old," may refer to famous warriors remembered in early human history. What all three interpretations share is a common theme. The world before the flood is becoming increasingly corrupt. Genesis continues with a striking statement. The Lord saw that the wickedness of man was great on the earth. Violence, injustice, and moral chaos spread across society. Within this context, the brief mention of the Nephilim acts as a signal. It represents a world where power, strength, and reputation have replaced righteousness. Shortly after this mysterious passage, Genesis introduces a man named Noah. While the world around him descends into corruption, Noah walks faithfully with God. The story then moves quickly toward the coming of the flood, and the mysterious Nephilim disappear from the narrative almost as quickly as they appeared. The Nephilim remain one of the Bible's most debated mysteries. Were they giants, powerful warriors, or simply a symbol of a violent world spiraling toward judgment? But its message is clear. Genesis is not primarily about giants or legends. It is about the moral direction of humanity. Sometimes the greatest mysteries of ancient texts remind us that the Bible is not only telling stories about the past, it is asking questions about the choices humanity continues to make.